You've probably vaulted many windows on your Dead by Daylight journey, but have you ever come across a window that you didn't realize was a window? Here are my top 5 vaults that you might have missed. Number 5 is on the Pale Rose herself. Most people probably know about these vaults already, which is good because these are super important to looping this building. There are actually 2 windows on the top deck, but they're pretty discreet and easy to miss. The first one is on this side, in the middle. You can easily get a fast vault on this window if you run through the middle section from the other side. This is a super strong window that forces the killer to vault or go around the side. You should be able to incorporate this window into many plays, as this building always has 2 pallets and there's usually a poglog right next to it. The other window on the Pale Rose is right at the top of one of the staircases in the corner of the top deck. This window isn't quite as strong, as it's difficult to actually get anywhere from this vault. Depending on the distance from the killer, you can run back up the boat again, otherwise it's probably a last resort unless you have balanced landing. For number 4, we are going to the Sanctum of Wrath. Now, on this main structure, you probably already know that there's this really good vault here down the stairs, but what you might not know is that there's actually 3 other vaults in this building. Each corner of the top floor has a vault, except for the side that has the drop down. These vaults are mostly useless as they just drop you down and don't lead anywhere, and the killer can easily cut you off. Sometimes there's a pallet spawn nearby, which could help, but for the most part these vaults are just for decoration. Number 3 is on the Dead Dog Saloon. This map is no stranger to weird vaults that don't lead anywhere, but there's one in particular that I know I missed for a long time. Up on the gallows, there's a vault in the back corner along the railing. I'm not 100% sure what you're expected to do with this vault other than avoid a last minute chainsaw, as it doesn't really lead anywhere and the killer can easily double back. Number 2 is a window that you will almost certainly never use. On the game, near the exit gates on one side, you'll find this little guy. It's basically a completely dead end that leads you right back into the same dead end. Why is this window here? I don't know. What do they expect you to do with this window? I have no idea, but there it is. Number 1 to me is the quintessential Forbidden Vault. It's on Mother's Dwelling in the main building. If you go up the stairs on the upper deck, along the railing you'll find this Forbidden Vault. I think the main reason most people overlook this vault is simply because there's so many better windows and loops in this building, and there's not really any reason to come back to this corner. This window is difficult to get a fast vault on from one side, and it doesn't really lead anywhere. You could loop this back into the building, but it would depend on which other windows spawn and how much distance you have on the killer. Well, that's been my top 5 vaults you might have missed. Thanks for watching.
The beat line, Brian Cunningham made it. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy.